What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Oh man, Sami Zayn is gold.
He can turn a mountain of poo into a mountain of gold. Yes, he can.
Man, when he started dancing, with the video I sent you, I laughed so hard seeing that shit. Man,
The only thing that I thought was missing was nobody made that video to the song from Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Oh.
If it would have been to the Walk the Dinosaur, I'd have been so happy.
That might be something to do. We got a lot of things to cover today, so I'm gonna kind of skip the news and just go into the big the weekend wrestling, and then we're gonna do our predictions for NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver, and then also our predictions for WrestleMania.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of shows, a lot of shit that's gonna be on this week. I have a feeling. I think we should try to cast twice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could do that Monday morning, if you can, after Mania. Because I'm off that whole week, so it doesn't really matter when we want to do it. So whenever you want to do it, it makes it easier. Is that way. And then we could do our regular time on Sunday.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so that's what we'll do. And I'll see if I could get Minion on one of them, or who knows, because he's on Baby Watch right now. Shout outs to Minion and Baby Watch. Julio's Baby Watching as well. Jabstar and Minion with the Opinion are both on Baby Watch. Dun, dun, dun. We should have like a special news bulletin when it actually happens on the cast.
If only you could have like a little graphic float on by with a little baby on it.
Yeah, Baby Watch. the baby's watch, because there's two of them. Little Fiona is gonna come.
They're gonna be a tag team.
Maybe or mixed match challenge right there. They are made for the mixed match challenge.
Was there a mixed match challenge last year?
No, you know what? I actually liked the mixed match challenge. A lot of people I enjoyed it because I think the pairings.
That's true, but you know what I realize now is that's kind of one of the things that the WWE did, that it kind of lets you get to know certain people's personalities a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I think Asuka and The Miz were really good, and I think Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman were actually pretty funny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Wasn't Carmelo with?
Big E. Big E Carmelo was the freaking gold right there. That's when they did all the segments of her eating pancakes and them dancing. And the little leotards.
But I'm just saying, like,
Asuka Miz.
You got to like them a lot more. Yeah.
Asuka Miz. You had Rusev Lana. You had Naomi and Jimmy. You had like really cool teams, and Bailey and Balor.
Oh wow. Forgot that wasn't even a thing. Okay.
So yeah, there was a lot of cool things. I actually like the mixed match challenge. I wouldn't mind them doing that again as a special thing. They have some cool things. Now it could be like Alexa and the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
No one's beating them.
Crispy Fiend.
No one's beating them. They're gonna rip people's faces off and sacrifice it.
You won't do it because you scared.
Oh man. So I guess we start our weekend wrestling. Monday Night Raw. I had a lot of issues with Monday Night Raw. I felt like the show was everywhere.
I'll be honest with you, Mark. It's not that I found it bad per se. It's just nothing about it was like exciting. You know what I mean?
It honestly, I feel like next week has to be a good go home. This week's Raw has to be a go home to WrestleMania. It cannot like fail on not being a go home show.
True that. Because I'm actually excited more for the SmackDown side of events this time around. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. SmackDown just been a better show, and it goes by the ratings too. People like SmackDown a lot more.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
So, I had a lot of issues. I had a lot of problems, and we talked about this. I think my two highlights of the show was the New Day AJ Styles with Xavier Woods versus AJ, and their whole thing. I've been enjoying what they've been doing. They've been funny, been entertaining, and been one of my favorite things. And then the other thing was the music video from Miz and Morrison. Like, that shit had me rolling, and I was all fine with that.
I actually like that video even more just because they went 100% with it.
Yeah, 100%. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of things I do not care about. And there's things that just bad booking or just like the 50-50 booking kind of thing that just gets really irritating. Killing Hurt Business right away. Like I
Yeah,
felt like, damn, dude, like y'all just gonna do it like that and just destroy Hurt Business for no reason whatsoever. Like you had like you guys that group was probably one of the best things down Raw for the whole like pandemic shit. The building of
yeah.
the Hurt Business was probably one of the best things. MVP, that was honestly MVP. I think will get remembered for the Hurt Business more than he will get remembered as a wrestler.
Probably.
and
I can see it happening.
I feel like it built Bobby, and I feel like it was too soon. It was too soon. I felt like you could have did more with them.
Hmm. I just don't. I also don't like how it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Also, just kind of. It always makes me think when things like that happen. How thick are your bonds really? Because all it took was for you to just have a little scrap, and that's it. It's over.
yeah,
Like the thing I tell you, Merc, is don't insult my intelligence when they do things like that,
yeah,
because we know in real life, if you've won as much gold as they have, you will find a way to work out your problem.
yeah.
I'm
hundred
just
percent,
saying.
100%. I feel like it was poorly done. I feel like they could have did better, 100% better with that. And there was no excuse of breaking them up. I think you had more time with that team.
Mhm.
And it just did not make sense why you broke them up. Like it just was like why? It just they were on a hot streak. They were doing their thing. They were doing really well with it too. It was not like they were boring. They were not entertaining. They were not like believable as a team. No, they were probably one of the better teams on TV. And you just like it's just like a slap in the face to the fans. It's just like they kept in mind of how this team was going to be built and everything like that.
Mhm.
And I think they could have did a lot better with that.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah. So yeah, we started off with the breaking of the Hurt Business, and then Bobby Lashley versus Shelton Benjamin. It was an okay match, but it just again, I once they knew they were gonna break him up, I just didn't care anymore.
True that.
Um,
I will say, at least it was semi-competitive, but
yeah.
you know.
Our first match of the night was Sheamus defeating United States Champion Riddle in a non-title match. Pretty much like that's how you become the number one contender now. You get a win off the champion.
Was this before or after Riddle forgot what he was talking about? 'Cause I saw
Before
that going around.
before
That was okay. We're gonna get to that because
yeah,
that was hilarious.
that was hilarious. And the funny thing is that Mr. McMahon laughed at it.
Of course he would.
Yeah, he didn't take He didn't take it personally or like that. He laughed at it. He found it really funny. Yeah, Braun Strowman, Jason Riker. I really don't care about this whatsoever.
This is what this is. Is this fight number 2 of Choo Choo Braun?
Yeah,
He's 2 for 2. Let's see how far we can go.
yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah,
I just want to know when they're gonna stop.
you're gonna have Shane McMahon. Well, they're gonna probably have one more match. It'll probably be both of them versus him, and then he fights Shane McMahon at WrestleMania.
But are they still gonna use the train sound effect?
Most likely.
Because I don't think if there's gonna be fans at WrestleMania, they're gonna have to pipe it into the stadium.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
true.
Could you imagine being in the stands and you just hear them play the train sound? Dude, that's crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I think that means at the end of the feud, they're probably gonna put one more sound effect, and it's gonna be the sound of Shane McMahon doing the Wilhelm scream. He runs him over. Ah!
Yeah.
That's it. So hopefully this ends soon. It's not
Hopefully.
good.
Hopefully. And then we got Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles, but before that we had a game night kind of thing. I actually thought the segment was fun. I think this was probably one of the highlights of Raw.
I thought it was good because as the New Day do what they do, they're pretty good. And AJ is a good foil. As he's a good straight man, even though he's smart enough to get what's going on.
Yeah.
And I like that almost is still not giving any craps.
Yeah.
He is not playing games. He is there to beat asses. So yeah.
Then we have Alexa Bliss explaining the Fiend and how she had him trapped in a little box that was like a Jack in the Box. Is the Fiend in the box, and he's gonna fight the Legend Killer. The Killer will die at WrestleMania. Strong words.
You know what? But it doesn't bum me out, but it makes me laugh how much of a direction they're taking.
Yeah.
Because it's so now we have confirmed that the Fiend is from hell because everybody has to tell you that. So there's hell, there's souls, there's there's murder. There's already been somebody who's been killed. Braun Strowman died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The conviction. Go ahead, all the way. So what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Somebody has to die. They have to shoot Randy or something.
Yeah, someone's gonna die. Most likely it's gonna be Randy Orton. He's gonna I don't know. He's gonna eat his face. He's gonna have him eat him for dinner.
It has to be something. No, it has to be something spectacular. Because there's gonna be fans in attendance. Maybe they're gonna blow him up.
Maybe they blow him up. Maybe they don't. I don't know. It's just again, I feel like they just took way too long with this, and honestly, a lot of people are just losing patience with it. I don't mind it, but I could see where a lot of people don't like this.
Yeah, I could see that, but you know what? I would argue it doesn't take up the whole show.
No, it doesn't. They have small segments. They don't take a big amount of time, and you know what? For what it's worth, the promos and everything are not bad at all. Like Alexa's great at a promo. Randy's been a better promo. Like I think this has been his best promo time with Randy. So it's a lot of things like that. Like so, I feel like he's doing his shit with the promos and everything like that. So
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all. But yeah, he's gonna die.
I mean, if he doesn't, they're setting you up to be disappointed.
He's gonna he's gonna die for 6 months and then come back SummerSlam.
All right.
Or like Royal Rumble or some shit.
As long as they resurrect him, he has to have a resurrection.
It's gonna be a snake in the ring.
Yeah.
The Viper returns. Like a rattlesnake.
Why not? Come on.
Right now.
Do it.
Naomi defeats tag team champions Shayna Baszler. Damn, Shayna Baszler took 2 losses this week.
She has not been having any good times lately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Remember when somebody brought up recently about, what was that event, Elimination Chamber, where she beat up everybody?
Yeah.
And now this is what's happening to her.
Yeah. And then
I don't understand.
And then we have tension between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. I really didn't like how they did the segment. I didn't mind the promos, but like how Asuka just sold and just lied there. And then the tag champs come in. So now they're gonna fight. Asuka and Rhea is gonna tag team against the tag team champions. So most likely they're gonna lose. And then it's gonna build their rivalry to WrestleMania.
I don't know how they're framing which woman, because at this point in time, Rhea Ripley seems like she's the villain.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening too. Because
Asuka was straight up just like not taking this woman seriously at all.
Yeah.
So, then again, I don't know, because she can do that and still just be evil.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just trying to tell you, Merc, I'm confused.
Yep, it is. It's confusing. And then we had Drew McIntyre defeats Ricochet, and then Ali comes in, and he also beats Ali. And then Bobby Lashley comes in, beats him up, and then Baron Corbin comes in as a hired gun and helps Bobby Lashley retain him.
If only he would have got to him sooner.
Yeah, and that's how we got to the end of Raw, is Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin standing over Drew McIntyre. At least they did the time to give you the explanation that they were all teammates like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah, true. I mean, the connection is there, but it's just also the fact that why not Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
He serves a purpose, and he's just good at it. So I was actually happy for that.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
So, where are you gonna grade Monday Night Raw?
I say the stories are kind of falling flat
Yeah,
for WrestleMania. Nothing is standing out except obviously New Day, AJ, right?
yeah.
But also, I kind of just want to see what's going to happen to Randy. Are they going to kill him? Is he going to kill the Fiend?
I
What
don't
about
know.
Alexa? I don't know.
Someone dying.
We'll see. But that's what I want to know.
Oh man, I just hope they do something better. There's a lot of things that's just missing from Raw's side of the WrestleMania card. The matches are there. It's just there's no excitement for me for those matches. Sadly.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a C.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a C. I was trying to say C plus because of Morrison and Miz. That's probably about it.
I'm gonna like that was my highlight, and then the New Day stuff. The matches weren't bad. It's just like you honestly did not capture me like just like wanting to pay attention. I was just like on my phone or something like that. So I was just like whatever.
Mhm.
Hopefully this week's Raw is a lot better, especially because it's to go home to WrestleMania.
True story. Let's see.
I did not watch anything on Tuesday. I did not get to watch Impact. But I know I didn't get to watch it. I meant to watch it and I did not get to watch it. So I do not have anything off of Impact. Sorry. I'll catch it this week because there's so much shit going on. And then, do you watch Dark?
Yes. Y- Actually, yes, I did.
Do you did?
I meant to watch Dark Elevation, but I did not see it this week. So I did get to see AEW Dark. So
Okay.
um again, because it's the way the show's structured, I
Yeah.
just like to pick out a few of the matches and be like, hey, watch this. So Max Caster versus Alex Reynolds.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good to see them wrestle, but also because we know they know each other.
Yeah.
Actually funnier because they're both kind of characters because one is in the Dark Order and Max Caster is like a silly ass rapper guy. So there you go.
Yep.
Check that out. Michael Nakazawa versus Mike Magnum. Merg, I don't know if you like Nakazawa, but when he's funny, he's funny.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes he just does funny stuff. So now he's the personal assistant with the headset on.
Okay.
But because it's him, they have a whole set of just he gets to wrestle with that stuff on, and at one point he gets the wire tangled around the other guy's neck, and I'm like, so he's not disqualified for choking the other dude. It's just like, but it's funny though. So
Yeah.
I spot that out as well. And actually, Diamante had a match versus some chick named Vipers,
Okay.
who she has a cool look. So,
Cool.
but Diamante, like, it's a good match.
I know
I
there's
swear she's
issues
not
with
on the main
Eva Lee's
Oh,
right
the other
now.
chick. Oh, that's why she's like for the second week in a row. I think
Yeah.
Diamante has been solo. Okay.
Yeah, there's been issues with what's her name? Eva Lee's.
Oh, gotcha. I did not know.
Let's see. Yeah, I did not. I didn't get to watch it. I did watch AEW though.
I would say the one thing Dark reminds me of is like certain people should just be on Dynamite to have a generic match every once in a while.
Yeah.
Diamante should have had like a women's match on Dark in a recent. I mean, on Dynamite in a recent span of time. Like I don't remember the last time she was on a regular show.
I think it was a tag match. That was the last thing she did.
That was the last match.
Yeah, for Eva Lee's.
You remember how long ago that was?
I don't remember. Maybe a couple months ago.
Damn. Okay. I thought she was gonna say 2 weeks ago. Nah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, it wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of issues going on with Eva Lee's, and she's not in good terms with AEW right now. So that's why she's been off TV. AEW. Did you watch AEW?
I got to see most of the show. Yes.
Okay. We kicked off with Christian Cage versus Frankie Kazarian. I thought the match was great. I thought they did a great job with it. I just felt like maybe you could notch maybe like 6 minutes off the match and still get the same story. That was my only thing. It felt long because they dragged some things and they did some really big spots that didn't really need to be there, especially if you're just doing a TV match kind of thing. But you know what AEW does, and they want everything to be explosions, explosions, explosions. So, but other than that, it was a good match. We have the exhibition match: Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall.
That was hilarious. That was the best thing that happened on the show.
The beatdown of Cody Rhodes, I think, was the best thing that happened. But I do not take QT Marshall that seriously. I'm sorry.
You can't take that teacher, football coach, QT Marshall serious. Come on, man. He's the coach. I just love that he beat the crap out of when he punched Arn Anderson. I was like, why? Why?
I think that's what sold me was the fact that he punched for Arn Anderson.
It was just like, well, why though?
Yeah, he just didn't like him.
And then they killed Dustin. He got grazed by the chair and he was gushing. So it was good. It was good.
Yeah, Dustin always bleeding.
Yeah, he got a skill.
When does he not bleed? Like he bleeds every day.
He's like on his Billy Kay resume. It says bleeds well.
Bleeds extremely well. Leakage always off the forehead. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That happened. Jon Moxley versus Caesar Bononi.
Bononi. Yeah.
He whooped his ass.
Yeah, but he's got some stuff going on, so that's their way of kind of highlighting him because I think they're actually trying to give him visibility because he's got a situation pertaining to like what's a consulate.
Yeah.
So I think actually like in a small way, him being on television actually helps his visibility in a way.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So okay. Good to see him.
Yeah, Moxie kicked his ass.
He beat him up.
Yeah. MJF's gifts to the Pinnacle, and then it lined up being a bloody fight with the Inner Circle.
It was funny. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Yo, how long were they waiting in that bathroom?
All right.
Somebody had to either take a piss or drop a deuce. Because when you stand in the bathroom, the magic of the bathroom does that to you.
Yeah.
It'd just be like 5 dudes in the bathroom, like
waiting.
So
it's okay.
I gotta go.
It's okay.
What do you mean you gotta go? I gotta go. Not that.
Don't stare at me.
Don't watch me. I don't want to smell it. Oh shit. Yeah. It
was okay.
It was funny. That's all I thought it was.
I feel like it was too. I feel like it was just like too short of a time. They should have extended it a little longer.
Well, you know what I say, Mark? Don't let it overstay its welcome. So, you know what? It was okay for me. Yeah. And I think the way they framed it with MJF getting the worst of it was probably the best.
Got so early.
Oof. I mean, I don't care how many times you clean the toilet. That's a public toilet.
Yeah. And they took their locker room back. Good for them.
Good for them.
6-man tag match. Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid versus Kenny Omega and Good Brothers.
Yep, I saw that. Pretty good. And I think that was like the I think that didn't they have that match in New Japan or no? Like that exact match, or was it? No, it was the Bucks.
Yeah,
on the opposite side. Honestly, I think that's why he had the match because he was trying to stick it to him. Yeah.
I did enjoy the match. It was a really good, solid match. And then you had Omega, Moxley come out with the Young Bucks in the end.
I still think there's potential to save this because right now them just being kind of sad good guys is kind of like I don't really care.
Yeah,
because everybody's telling them you guys suck.
Yeah,
for being good, and they're just kind of mopey and angry. It's like you kind of should be bad. So there's still hope. Maybe they'll kick Moxley in the head or something like that. Yeah. We'll see.
Then we got the Bunny and Nyla Rose defeated Shida and Tay Conti. It was an okay match.
The one thing I liked about the match was that Nyla Rose pushed the bunny out the way.
Yeah.
So like I like that little aspect of they're not really teammates. So
Yeah. And the end of the night main event was the Arcade Anarchy, Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian and Miro.
the only thing I saw of this match was the highlights. So I didn't get to see it. Did you see it?
So it pretty much did everything. It was just like part 2 of the street fight that they did before with the mom picking them up and shit.
Okay.
So it kind of had they just played the old tunes that they had played before with the mom coming in the minivan, with Trent Beretta, the return of Statlander.
Yes, I did see
She
that.
came back, and I'm happy that she's back. But yeah, it kind of just put all the story all together, and just the returning of all the guys and shit. But like I just didn't care. I wasn't like invested in this, so I did not care. But I see what they were trying to do. They did had like cool arcades and stuff like that. Mira was going
Who won?
nuts. The best friends.
Oh, they won. Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean like if this is over? Is it
Hopefully.
over?
I hope so. I really do hope so because I really don't need to see this anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of the gist I was just getting from almost everybody who's seen this. Is just like, can we stop this already?
Yeah. So
So-
hopefully that's it, and it moves on from there.
Oh, and the Scorpio Sky Ethan Page promo I saw.
Did I see that? No, I missed that.
Like, so they're forming some type of tag team.
So they go to one tag team to another tag team, pretty much.
Pretty much, yes, they do. We'll see what happens.
One leaves a whole company to get out of a tag team to go right back into a tag team. Just saying. Just saying.
Kind of makes you wonder.
Yeah. Anyway, AEW, I'm gonna give a B minus.
I'm gonna give it a solid B. I had fun.
Yeah.
I listen. I liked that beatdown. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That was like the most fun part of the show for me. 2 beatdowns, and they were both good.
Shout outs to Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Soul Sessions. Next guest is gonna be Chris Jericho.
Break the walls down, son.
Yo, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good.
Of course. I wonder what they're gonna ask each other.
After night 2.
So let's see. What's that? Sunday?
That's Sunday.
It's gonna be on Monday.
It'll be on Sunday. Sunday.
Okay.
Night. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Into NXT. We start off with Cameron Grimes versus Roger Strong. Really solid match. Grimes gets the win.
Mm-hmm. What does he? Because he got the distraction.
Yeah.
From the Undisputed Era armband, and Roddy started crying like a baby. So
out of his penis, out of his underwear. NXT Cruiserweight Champion Santo Escobar defeats Tyler Breeze. It was actually a really good match too. I love when I see Tyler Breeze show his skill. Man, he's a really talented wrestler.
Yes, sir. Good showing, and again for both guys, because like I said, Escobar. I'm just gonna say it, he's up there with like the best champion like of this time period.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. We got Candice LeRae and the Hartwell defeat Gigi Dolan and Zeta Ramirez and challenge the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion Chauncey Black and Ember Moon. So that's gonna be on Takeover.
Yes, sir. It wasn't really a long match, but it was all right.
Throughout this whole match, Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez just was fucking each other up. Throughout this whole show, like there's many segments, and then you see an angry Io or an angry Raquel. They both were just beating each other's ass this whole stuff. Then we got to the match: Raquel Gonzalez versus Zoe Starks. A really solid match, and then Io Shirai comes and they start fighting again.
Yeah, that's actually a good match.
Yeah,
I thought it was a pretty good match.
Xia Li defeats Casey Corazzo and Kaden Carter.
So, when did they set this match up to be a handicap match? Was it that? Did they say that like the last time?
I didn't even think it was a handicap. I thought it was a 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying. But the one got sleep gas in their face, and the other one just got beat up.
Gotcha.
That was okay. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean they're doing something with them, so they have a storyline. It's doing what it do, right?
Yeah. And then LA Knight won an 11-man battle royal for the spot to have the last spot in the gauntlet match at Takeover.
Got you. Can't wait to see it.
And then they also added Kushida versus Pete Dunne at Takeover as well.
That's gonna be really good.
There's gonna be a lot of brutality.
Two more crab men.
Yep. The battles of the crabs.
They should just put a match. Those two guys, throw Daniel Bryan in there, throw Finn Balor in there. You got any more crab people?
All the crabs.
AJ Styles is a crab when he grabs your leg. Who else is a crab man?
Who else?
Anybody else? Nakamura, is he a crab man?
Drew Gulak.
No. Gulak is a crab man.
Nakamura could be a crab man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Throw him in there. Put all the crab people. Just call it Crab People Battle Royal. Boom.
Tozawa. Remember, you used to put people in the package?
Yeah. What happened to Tozawa?
He has ninjas, and he got broke hiring the ninjas.
I'm sad.
And in the end of the night, pretty much still hell broke loose. Yoshirai calls out Raquel Gonzalez, and they just have a battle throughout the whole ending of the night, which ends NXT. I give NXT an A+. It was a fun show. It was a good builder to Takeover. They had a lot of good promos. They had a lot of good video packages leading into their matches as well. NXT does their shit every single week, and they do it better than everyone else. So NXT A+ still.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, mention the Adam Cole hype package, the Cole and
I loved it.
O'Reilly, the training montage with Karrion Kross, excuse me. Whoever wasn't like fighting this week, they had stuff building them up to the show, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was great.
How the hell? Like, can they just do this so much better than the main show that's got all that money?
Because it's a lot less people. There's a lot less cooks in the kitchen.
It's so bad, the difference. You know what I mean?
It's a lot less cooks in the kitchen, but then again, if you really think about the people that are actually running the show, then you're like, yeah, that makes sense. You have
get
Shawn
well
Michaels.
soon, Road Dogg.
Huh?
Get well soon. I said get well soon, Road Dogg.
Yes. Get real soon, Road Dogg. But yeah, you have William Regal's mind in there. You have Shawn Michaels' mind in there. You have Triple H. You have like some of the best of the best people.
He's in there too.
Road Dogg. Who else? You have Sarah. What's her name? Sarah D'Amato. Cesaro's wife. She runs the women's division.
Okay.
Norman Smiley. He also runs the women's division with the women's matches and stuff.
Good stuff.
I love
good stuff.
Good old Norman.
Is he in the Hall of Fame? Come on. When the hell are they gonna put him in?
I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's very well liked in the whole thing, the whole process of just the women's wrestling. He has a huge hand in what really women's wrestling is today. Is Norman Smiley.
They need to put him in there.
Mm-hmm.
Give him that check.
Yeah, give him that money. Give him that ring. He deserves the ring. Screaming Norman Smiley should for Hall of Fame.
That's the only reason you need to get in there. You get that lifetime, that quote unquote lifetime, that Legends contract. As long as you don't do something stupid, you get that Legends money.
I think we need a Screaming Norman Smiley figure.
The one with the baseball cat, the catcher's armor.
Yeah.
And the damn the shopping cart full of stuff for the hardcore man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then he comes with the hands for the what did he call his dance?
The
big wiggle.
The big wiggle, yeah.
There's gotta be a big wiggle variant. There you go.
Yeah. Next SmackDown.
Another good show.
SmackDown started off with an amazing promo by Edge. And then
you know what was cool about his promo? He didn't seem to be evil. He didn't seem to be good. He was just a man who was telling you what happened.
And angry.
He was pissed off, but he was just if you were Edge, you would be mad too.
He had them Viking eyes.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had them Viking eyes when he was bringing them chairs down. So. Yep.
There you go. So I love the promo. I think Edge is killing it right now. First match of the night was Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode versus Otis and Chad Gable. They defeated Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Otis, and Gable defeated Street Profits, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic. There was a 4-on-4 tag match. They done it like 2 weeks ago. I was saying this earlier to you. Like I just like the repeat of the match was fine, just because it's building to next Friday and they're gonna defend the tag titles on that 4-way with all of them. See where it goes.
I have to not give them any slack though when it comes to the tag teams.
Yeah.
How they wearing these people down, because it's just the same 8 people over and over again.
Yeah.
Like they gave the Street Profits a vacation because of Montez's leg for like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they back in the rotation again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like there's nobody else.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It
just feels extra thin now because they're doing the 8-man fatal 4-way tag or whatever, have you.
Yeah.
It's just like you did it again. And it's just like I'm seeing you again, and it's just so much. So you don't really get to appreciate it, is what I mean. Like it's not that they're bad, but it's just like kind of like it's not special.
It's the same stuff. It just the same spot, same everything. So it's just like, all right. I get what you're trying to do, though. Like, I get you're trying to build that tag team championship for next week, and then there's gonna be a fatal 4-way for the tag team titles down the SmackDown WrestleMania edition. That's what they're calling it.
And it's like I'm not mad with the win either because, Otis got the pin.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're not doing something, but I mean, I want it to feel more impactful if Otis and Gable do happen to win the match.
Yeah.
It's like they're in a 4-way.
Yep. Otis wins with the Brown Bomber.
The Brown Bomber.
Yeah.
So
stinky.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. This is probably one of my highlights. Cesaro came face to face with Seth Rollins ahead of WrestleMania just because the fucking suit.
Mm-hmm.
That suit was just dope. It was like the battle of the Easter suits.
Easter. It's just Easter.
Yeah. And then we got Natty defeating women's Raw Women's Tag Champ Shayna Baszler again. At least Natty, you were building up something with Natty and Tamina, which they are going to fight for the tag titles at next Friday's SmackDown as well.
Yeah, and it devolved into a brawl.
Yep.
So.
And you saw the tag teams.
Yeah.
At least they did that. Like the Riot Squad was there, Mandy and Dana was there.
True enough.
Yeah, so you saw the other tag team. Tamina came in. Naomi, Lana came in, so at least you saw the tag team division and who's like in stuff like that. So at least you saw that. So I give him credit. I did like Bianca Belair versus Carmella.
Yes, that was actually pretty good. I'll admit. Is that the first time they fought in a singles match?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Okay.
And then our main event was Daniel Bryan. He defeats main event Jey Uso, which can't get a win right now. In a street fight, and then he does the yes lock to Roman Reigns on the ramp, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good match though, hell of a match.
Yes, I agree. Definitely, much more entertaining, and it has me more hyped going into the pay-per-view. So.
Yeah. So what do you give SmackDown?
I give it an A+ as well.
Okay.
My only complaint is the tag stuff.
Yeah,
because it just seemed thin, but like that's not anything major because what was on my screen was still good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it a solid A. Like I feel like again, like that's something that you could highlight. But I feel bad for the guys. Like pretty much they can't get a WrestleMania spot, so they have a SmackDown special WrestleMania edition. I just feel like everyone should have been able to wrestle in front of the crowd again. I think that was the big deal of it. You understand?
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
We got one more week till we see what the arrangements look like. I've never seen anything. I don't really watch because has it been starting since things have been getting better with vaccines and stuff of people being allowed in stadiums or
baseball started this week with 25% capacity.
Okay, so
Yankee Stadium had 25% this week.
So did they televise any games this week?
Yeah, Yankees versus Blue Jays. Mets didn't play because they got canceled. So they got, but I know the Yankees played.
So did it look like they did it? They had like a solution for space and whatnot, or
Yeah,
did it
because
just have straight up people sitting all over the place?
they have people like spread apart like a lot. So you have like the 25% is all spread around the whole stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So
Was the parts that's not filled with people filled with the virtual people or no?
no, because they don't do that in the baseball stadiums. You can't really do that in the baseball stadium.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, listen, if they wanted to use the money they know they have,
Yeah,
they could put some CG people on the television screen.
yeah, they can.
Yeah. I would take some PS1 looking people if you were just to project that on the seats. Why not?
Yeah, cool. But with WrestleMania, we're gonna get something special. I think the fact that the fans are be back, so I think they're really gonna put a show for us. But I just feel like
going all out.
yeah, but I still feel like the SmackDown tag title should be defended there. I feel like the women's tag title should be defended there. I feel like everyone should have the shot to wrestle on WrestleMania.
Yeah, you would think the champions should all wrestle on the show.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly. I guess we're going to do our predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
So far the card for Stand and Deliver night 1. The main event will be Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez.
I would like to say I think that Raquel Gonzalez is going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Why not?
I'm going Io.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I feel that Io's retaining the title.
Okay.
I have a feeling Raquel Gonzalez is going to the main roster.
No, don't do this.
I have a feeling she's going to the main roster, so I'm going to go with Io. NXT UK Championship, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. I can't even say his name today.
I mean, it would be cool if Ciampa won, but I don't think he's beating Walter.
If Ciampa wins, seeing him in UK would be a different look and a different feel just to have him there. So I wouldn't mind Tommaso Ciampa winning this match. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go with Ciampa just a hell of it.
Okay, all right.
NXT Tag Team Championships, the vacant title, which the vacant now holds. MSK versus Grizzled Young Vets versus Legado del Fantasma.
I think this is Legato's time because also don't forget the other two teams have hurt hands.
Yeah,
their hands just healed, so they have a weakness.
Yeah,
so I think Legado del Fantasma is going to take it.
I think MSK.
Okay.
I think so. And then the main event, not main event, but the last match will be Leo Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis versus LA Knight in a gauntlet match for number one contendership to fight Johnny Gargano at night 2.
If it's not Dexter Lumis, what are you doing?
It's true. Like you've been building this for Dexter Lumis.
Yeah. If it's not Dexter Lumis, what are you doing?
Yeah, I want Dexter to just get. I want kind of Cameron Grimes a little bit. I kind of want to see him in gold.
Mm-hmm.
But he should make. Honestly, I feel like he should lose and then make his own title, like make his own $1 million belt.
Well, I feel like if Cameron Grimes lost this match and let's say Lumis goes on to fight Gargano, then that's more incentive for Cameron Grimes to like try to get the belt.
Yeah,
because he tried to get him with zombies. He never forgot that. So
yeah, that's true. Maybe he buys zombie repellent.
I mean, maybe he gets Norman Reedus to show up. He's got money, right?
Got that money.
Kiss his grits, he says.
Yeah, I'm digging his character. He's making me laugh. So that's night 1. Night 2. NXT champion Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross.
Has it been a year yet?
No. Not quite.
I feel like Finn Balor's gonna hold the belt for at least a year,
Yeah.
like a year's time wise.
I have a
So I think he's
feeling.
gonna win this match. Go
I have a
ahead.
feeling we get going to see the Demon.
Ooh, all right. Wow,
I think Battle's running.
I think he's gonna win.
Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, the unsanctioned match.
I think Adam Cole wins. Kyle's got a heart.
I got
He still
O'Reilly.
has. Hmm?
I got O'Reilly.
You know what I think is gonna happen is gonna get to a moment where he's beating Adam Cole to a pulp, and right before he can stop him, he's gonna be like, I can't do it, and then Adam Cole's gonna punch him in the nuts.
You know what? I honestly, I can see that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cole.
I just think he's heartless right now.
He's heartless right now, and then I think Balor wins. Then they're gonna fight the next takeover, which will probably be Balor's way of breaking his record for the NXT Championship. Be Adam Cole versus Balor.
Yeah,
Makes sense. I think Cole's winning. Yeah. North American Championship: Johnny Gargano versus the winner that you picked at.
I
for
think
the
it's gonna
gauntlet
be
match.
Dexter Loomis.
Dexter
That's what I
Loomis, North American Champion.
I hope so.
All right. NXT Women's Tag Team Championship: Chauncey Blackheart, Ember Moon versus The Way.
No, the way's not winning. You don't think? I mean, see, it's interesting. Again, you could do so many things with factions that actually have all the gold.
Yeah.
If Johnny retains and then they win that and then they just make fun of Austin Theory the whole time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna win though.
I think Chauncey and Ember stay.
Mm-hmm.
NXT Cruiserweight Championship: Shanzo Escobar versus Jordan Devlin in a ladder match. I actually think this match might fucking take like the number one spot from the top match of the whole.
I can see that. I think Devlin's gonna win because it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why come here? Why come here if you're gonna lose? So, I think Jordan Devlin is gonna win the match.
Okay.
As much as I want Escobar to win, I think Jordan Devlin's gonna win.
Yeah. So I got the matches for the title matches.
Oh, you didn't say you could. Who
who I got? I'm gonna go Escobar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Escobar. So I got the matches for this Friday Night SmackDown WrestleMania edition. The Andre Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think is going to win? I'll get the participants because they actually have a list of the participants. Oh shit! This guy pretty much has a mohawk again. Sheamus.
Sheamus is shaping it up again. Oh, okay. All right.
All
He's
right.
ready to hurt somebody. Is he in that match?
He's in the U.S. title match.
Okay. All right.
I think it's Drew Gulak that's behind the Fox Sports 1 sign. So I'm guessing Drew Gulak. You have Tucky. You have Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik, Kalisto, Eric from the War Raiders, Angel Garza,
Really?
Tozawa, Mace, T-Bar, Slapjack.
Wow.
I forgot his name. Humberto Carrillo, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Buddy Murphy, Elias and Jason Riker, Nakamura, Baron Corbin, Jay Uso, Ricochet, and Mustafa Ali.
I mean, I'd love it if Mustafa Ali won, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like it's Drew Gulak's time. You said you saw his head behind somebody. They don't even have his face there. I think he's gonna win. Yes.
I got Nakamura.
Yeah. Realistic pick. I got Ali. That's my guy.
I want Ali to win, but I have Nakamura. Like I wouldn't mind the guys. I wouldn't actually any of these guys. I would not mind. Besides Elias, fuck Elias, fuck Jason Riker. Everyone else, I don't mind winning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could do something with everyone. Well,
True.
Not Slapjack. I don't know. Yeah, you could do something with Slapjack. I could think of something you could do with Slapjack. But Mustafa Ali, I think, is his to win. I would not mind Buddy taking it as well.
Yes. Yeah.
You have Tamina and Natty versus Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler for the tag titles.
Did they have one? Was that what last night was for? When
Yeah.
did they announce?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I learned that they have a match up there on the special WrestleMania.
Let these two win that belt. I think Tamina and Natty need to have something for the effort they're putting in to be
Me too.
relevant. You know
Me
what I
too.
mean? Without even talking.
And
you know what I'm saying?
and they're dressing alike, so I'm like all for their tag team. They doing a heart attack.
Let's just put this. Let's not even try to hide it. This is like Tamina is on her comeback right now. She's trying to do her damn thing. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Natty and
How
Tamina.
long? How long she gonna be there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she's like 40 something.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just give the mama her due.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
I want to get Natty and Tamina. I want to see them get gold.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
I got them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the 4-way tag team championships: Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode versus Street Profits versus Mysterios versus Alpha Academy in a fatal 4-way match for the titles.
You know what? I assume like we were discussing that the best course of action would be for Dominic and Rey Mysterio to win.
Yeah, me too.
I really think we don't know how much longer Rey's gonna be there. He's gonna hang up, may hang up his boots. He might go somewhere else. Who knows? But I'm just saying, let's do something cool with him while he's still there, right?
Yeah.
We tried to kill him and take his eye, right? So
Yeah,
let's help him out. So
exactly.
there you go.
He had a terrible 2020, and that his 2021 be better.
Yes, please.
All right, and then that's our SmackDown special WrestleMania. Now we have WrestleMania Night 1, which is Saturday. Drew Gulak. I wish it was Drew Gulak. Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
I'm it's predictable at this point, but we know what this is. This is them trying to make up for Drew because of the pandemic. So listen, I'm all for it. I feel that Drew's gonna win this match no matter what.
Me too.
He needs to have people screaming for him. He deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
He does. So Drew McIntyre.
I mean, Drew Gulak. Could you imagine if Drew Gulak was fighting for the championship?
I'll be all for that. The Crabman will take down Bobby Lashley.
Hell yeah.
The main event for Night 1 will be Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Who you got?
I got Bianca Belair.
100%
Come
Bianca.
Come on. They this year was half made for her. Come on. Let's go.
I heard too. Bad Bunny versus The Miz.
There's no way Bad Bunny is losing this match.
What if? You know what? I have
Go ahead.
Was something I wouldn't mind, and I actually would like to see maybe a babyface turn. But what if Morrison costs Miz the match?
Oh.
And then Miz attacks Morrison and you get a babyface Morrison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And
his first major opponent is The Miz. I got you.
I think Bad Bunny's winning.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm mad that I had to say that.
Don't be. Just think of Damian Priest. That's all.
Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Cesaro can't lose this match.
He better win this match.
Seth has been talking so much garbage.
Yeah.
So much garbage. He's put somebody I heard mention that Cesaro is probably going to swing him 100 times. I'd love to see it. Let's go.
Probably.
He's probably going to poop his pants if that happens, though.
Probably.
Don't wear white, Seth. Or yeah, true.
He gonna puke.
Oh.
Yeah, Cesaro. I think it's a must-win for Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Raw Tag Team Championship: New Day versus AJ versus Almas. AJ and Almas.
I wouldn't be surprised if the New Day retain, but I would like to see them do something finally with Almas of note. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that they're gonna give. I have a feeling they're gonna give the titles to AJ and Almas. I'm fine with that because I think they're working fun together and they actually are very entertaining. And It's the only title that AJ needs to be a Grand Slam champion. So I'm for AJ winning, but I would like to see the New Day win just because I love the New Day, and I'm gonna be biased and pick the New Day.
Okay.
And I want to see them all come out. I want Big E to come out with them, and I want them to come out with Big E.
Well, Big E, he might have some trouble because of what's that Nigerian drum match? Oh,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm just saying. So no, I'm picking the New Day.
New Day. I'm gonna go New Day. I love New Day. The match I don't care about: Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman in a steel cage match.
How could you not care about Choo Choo Braun? Come on, man.
Braun is gonna cost himself the match. He's gonna push Shane McMahon off the cage, and Shane McMahon is gonna win.
I feel like Shane's gonna trip Braun while he's doing his choo choo train rush, and Braun's gonna like crash through the cage or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Shane's just gonna walk through and win.
Somehow, some way, Shane McMahon is gonna win, and it's gonna be because Braun Strowman was doing something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go with that storyline. He's
gonna get tricked. Yes.
All right. Night 2 of WrestleMania. We have the United States Championship match: Riddle versus Sheamus.
Sheamus has to win this goddamn match. Come on, man.
I want Riddle to retain.
And then beat him with a scooter. There you go.
There you go. But I want Riddle to retain. I like Riddle.
I do too, but Sheamus, man, I still think it should have been Drew versus Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Me too. I like Lashley. I like the fact that they finally put the strap on him, but I feel like it was a time that you could have did after Mania. I think like you could have did it after WrestleMania and build him for SummerSlam.
I think it would have been better if right after Mania, if you would have saved the beatdown for literally right after, like, say Drew beats Sheamus in the main event.
Yeah.
And then right then, that's when Lashley comes out and beats his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I think Riddle's winning. I'm a little sad. Like, I like Riddle. I like him as the U.S. champ. I think he's gonna be waiting for Keith Lee after this. So.
Okay. All right.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
I don't know what to think of this match because they have a celebrity involved. And as of right now, we don't know whose side he's on because he didn't really seem like he was jiving with Sammy.
Yeah.
But also Kevin gave him the mush hand.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If this was a regular match, I would say probably KO. Who knows what's going to happen with this?
I think Sammy's taking this match.
I think KO's jumping off the ship. That's all I'm saying.
He is going to jump off the ship because it's actually a set.
So he's going off the boat.
Yeah. He's walking the plank.
He said he is not going home unless he does it. So
yeah. So Kevin Owens, I actually think this match is going to be a surpriser though.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see. Intercontinental Championship match: Big E versus Apollo Crews in what was it?
Nigerian drum match.
What is that?
So did you not see Apollo's promo?
I did see the promo, but he didn't describe the match.
Yeah, he says when he beats you he's gonna beat Big E, and so it sounds like a drum. That's basically the description of what he's gonna do. That's it. It's literally just a match with no rules. That's
Big
it.
E wins.
Yeah, I think Apollo's gonna win because it's infinitely more sad if he went through this entire transformation and had that promo where he basically describes the way he was gonna brutally beat up a man and leave him a heap and loses. I guess prepare for disappointment.
Biggie's winning.
In the Apollo household. Yeah, Biggie's gonna win this match.
Biggie don't give a damn about your household.
What he gonna tell his kids when he get home?
I lost again. For the 5th damn time. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, with extra crispiness versus Randall Keith Orton.
My prediction is they're gonna kill Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Alexa's gonna pull out a 22 and shoot him in the chest.
There you go.
That's it.
Plain and simple.
But yeah, that's it. He's gonna try to put hands on her. She's gonna be like, "Oh no, you don't," and just pop him, and that's it.
Or does he get stuck in the box with the Fiend?
His soul. He gets possessed by the Fiend.
Gets stuck in the box, yeah. So like John Cena and then Randy Orton. Randall Orton's gonna be in the Firefly Funhouse. He's gonna suck his soul. He's gonna suck his soul to go back to where he looked before, and then Randall's gonna be stuck in the Firefly Funhouse.
I'm waiting so much for them to do something with John Cena.
Me too.
But it looks like he's not coming back.
He's not. I'm just saying, just have someone take a AA, like imaginary AA, like you could Photoshop a person off doing the AA and just have someone randomly like imaginary AA, and that there you go, Cena. Because can't see.
Well, they can't do it now because they're gonna have, unless they do it as a cinematic match.
It's gonna be a cinematic match.
So, but I wonder if they want to do parts of it in front of fans.
Maybe like the beginning.
Like the beginning is there and the rest happens somewhere else, or the beginning happens there and then the winner walks in at the end.
Yeah,
maybe.
Who knows? I got the Fiend winning. He's gonna kill Randy Orton and make him a puppet.
I think Alessa's just gonna shoot him. They tired of playing games.
She got the gat. Raw Women's Championship match: Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
I mean, again, this is a case where Rhea Ripley has to win because how embarrassing is it to show up and just lose? I don't know.
I got Rhea Ripley winning. Hopefully they have people line up for her after she wins.
I mean, they're all in the tag team. They're all in tag team land now. They don't care about the women's championship.
I wouldn't mind Peyton Royce versus Rhea Ripley.
I wouldn't mind it either, but after that, who else you got? Asuka?
Asuka most likely could get a rematch. You have that. Charlotte Flair when she comes back. You have that. That's a rivalry right there because they fought before. Her and Shayna Baszler have history. Her and Nia Jax would be something interesting.
I'll just tell you, Merc, Shayna Baszler has been made to look like a joke. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mandy Rose, that should have been a world women's champion already. I think she should have had the title already. Yeah,
she was so ready back then, man.
Yeah. She's still good though. Like honestly, she still like shows really good shit. It's just the fact they locked her with the tag team and she's stuck with Dana Brooke, and
But I mean, one of the best things about when her and Sonya were going at each other was like they got to be people.
Yeah,
almost. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the entertaining part that they want.
Yeah,
and since Mandy has been in the tag team. Since he's been in a tag team, she just feels like generic wrestler reciting lines because she has to.
Generic blonde wrestler.
Yeah, and it's like I get that their personality is the fitness muscle thing, but it's like that's not engaging, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mandy,
it's just like
I have 1 ounce of advice for you. Betray Dana Brooke.
Yeah, beat her ass.
Beat her ass. Tell her stop flipping. I'm tired of your ass.
And I'm just gonna say, like, one of the most entertaining things that she was doing was when she was still like friends with, quote unquote, friends with Sonya Deville, and they would do their things on YouTube. Like, they're actually funny. You know what I mean? Like,
the donuts, I missed them. The Mandy's donuts, I missed that. I do.
All that stuff, like they have personality. They just they just feel like flat people. You know?
I feel like they really dropped the ball on Mandy Rose because she had one of the hottest storylines in WWE in 2020 with Otis and their little fling and things like that, and then also the Sonya Deville stuff was really good. And that honestly, I hate to say what sucks is the fucking stalker. Like, man, the fucking asshole. Yeah. Like, you had to fuck up her mentality with the wrestling and shit like that because you're fucking careless and you... Oh, man, I hate that guy. But it's just like, honestly, I feel like if Sonya never left, she would have been champion.
I can see that.
She was killing it on promos. She was fucking killing promos easily. And then her and Mandy Rose were very intriguing because they had history. They had that, like, deep rivalry that you could have been really personal and really, like, show something. Kind of like the way I always describe like how Biggie and Roman could go after when they go at it, they could get really personal because they have history together, and you could really capitalize on that FCW footage, the NXT footage, and things like that you have in your library that you could really capitalize to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Cole and O'Reilly.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway,
they acknowledge New Japan by name. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's one of the companies that WWE always acknowledged.
I'm just saying.
They did always acknowledge New Japan. Because they never found them as a rivalry or anything like that. They always had respect for New Japan. They've been out as long.
They show, they go out of their way to just show like this is how deep it runs, though. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, 100%.
They haven't done that on the main roster in a little bit, man.
Yeah. Main event of night 2 is the Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan.
I feel like Edge needs to shoot somebody in this match because they ruined his chance of winning this championship. I feel like there's no way Daniel Bryan can't win this match. I
feel like Daniel Bryan's winning.
Because it's like, what is it all for, right?
Yeah.
At this point, because if this were, again, like they say, storyline wise, his last WrestleMania, he could lose to Edge. Edge ain't going nowhere right after the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. They can have a rivalry, and that could be that. But what was this whole thing for? What did he turn all intense and whatnot? Like, if he needs to win this. Come on.
But yeah, I got Daniel Bryan winning. Why not?
Unless WWE says, "Ha, got you, suckers! You thought we was gonna give it to him again?"
Yeah, I honestly, there's a lot of scenarios you could do with this, and there's a lot of ways that could go a different direction. I could see Edge winning as well. I could see Roman retaining. Like, there's a lot of story in there that could go into another pay-per-view as well. So I like the fact that as much story they're telling for this match, there's a lot of things that could come right after this as well. But I have a feeling Daniel Bryan's winning.
Yeah. Like, unless they have Edge bring a knife to the ring and he just sticks him a little bit in the back. Because, I mean, like, the story that they've told us up until this Friday is that Daniel Bryan is trying to win this because this might be his last. Edge is here because he won the damn Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He's like, how you going to do this to me, you asshole? So the rage that I feel Edge needs to bring, they're showing it.
Yeah.
It needs to come to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that'll be the only thing that convinced me otherwise. But I feel like, yeah, Daniel Bryan's winning.
Cool. All right. That's our predictions of WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver.
What do you think is going to be the best match?
Damn.
I think the last match is going to be the best. Probably, my money's on the last match, the Edge, the triple threat.
I think that in WrestleMania wise, I'll say that Seth Cesaro or Owens and Zayn.
Okay.
I think those all could be. Honestly, I really want Big E and Paul to step out and step up on that match too, because I did not like their Fastlane match.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like the ending of the Fastlane match. I liked the match. I didn't like the ending of the match. Yeah, I want something really.
I would also like the Raw Women's to be really, really good.
We want a good WrestleMania. We want a good TakeOver. I don't want to have to compare the two. I want each one to be individually good. There's a lot of wrestling this week. We have the Hall of Fame, then we have that, then we have AEW, then we have everything. There's so much shit going on this week.
It's just like I think we've had maybe a few WrestleManias where like the big moment kind of doesn't even feel that big. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. But like to give credit for last year's WrestleMania, which was like stuck at home and everything like that. I think last year's was a good WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree it was good, but I feel like I always have to think of something like to qualify that WrestleMania ad. Like every year you have some. If you've watched it, you remember. Because we're people, we have to watch highlights to really remember stuff.
Yeah.
but there's usually one thing from each one that goes bam, and you go, oh yeah, that was this one.
Yeah.
And for me, the only thing from that one was KO jumping off the side.
Nah.
I know I saw great matches. Again, I always bring up Charlotte and Rhea, but I'm just saying, if I could scan for one moment, that was the moment of that WrestleMania.
And Cena in the NWO shirt.
This is true. This is true.
The Firefly Funhouse match was fucking amazing. Like, that was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
That one I remember very clearly. That was like, yo, that was fucking hilarious. I was laughing.
Johnny Large. You're right. Yes. You're right. You're right. When you're right,
Johnny
you're
Large
right.
meat. But yeah, like I agree with you. Like again, like when we talk about wrestling, a lot of the wrestling is in moments. The moments you remember, and that's the thing that goes into it. Like, wrestling is more about moments than the actual matches. Sometimes you could forget a match, but you remember the moment of the finish or things like that.
Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. The Boneyard was also the other night because it was 2 nights, right?
Yeah.
And the moment of the Undertaker putting his hand up and the barn being on fire, like with the having the light with the symbol and all that stuff. Like, that's another thing, but it feels different. That's what I mean about those two. That and the Firefly Funhouse, it feels different, and it's kind of like, damn, that kind of makes me think it does deserve even more credit because it was so different. So yeah. I had to take that back. Last year it did bring us some good stuff.
And last but not least, I have one gripe right now, and I just want to bring it out because we were talking about the WWE Network before the cast, and I kind of want to just talk about it right now on the cast. Mm-hmm. My thing with the network and going into Peacock is I was hoping they will actually capitalize on bringing some of the key features from the network into Peacock, and sadly they're not. I like when you watch a pay-per-view on the network, they had little dots on the play screen that you could go directly to matches. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You go directly to the match you want to watch. I feel like that's something that's a key component of the network, especially watching wrestling, because sometimes you watch a pay-per-view just for a match. Mm-hmm. I do that all the time. Like, if I go to WrestleMania 13, I'm not watching that whole card. I watch Bret versus Austin. That's it. Things like that. Like, I feel like I hope Peacock capitalizes on it and really gets it. I've so far been trying to use WWE Network on Peacock, seeing that like this is the final day of the network in USA, so you cannot use it after today. So I've been trying to get used to it. I wish the menu screen was better. I wish it was easier to find things. It does have a WWE thing, but not everything is on like the menu screen. They just have like in categories and stuff like that. They should actually have things like for pay-per-views, things like that, like the network did. I just hope it works 100% good for TakeOver and WrestleMania, because this is a big, big, big moment right now that you're going to see a lot of people subscribing or canceling it.
Okay, got you.
But yeah, the network, Peacock better step this shit up. That's all I say. It. Yeah,
do it.
Other than that, I got nothing else.
That's it.
All right.
So again, podcast this week, I didn't get to listen to any brand new ones.
Oh, okay.
I did just only listen to the last week's New Day, the part 2 of the contest.
Yeah,
that was so.
I did listen to a few. I listened to Paige on Renee Parquette's. I also went back to listen to Bailey's cast as well. They were really good, really fun conversations. Okay. I went back and listened to that. I did listen to After the Bell with Hulk Hogan. It was okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Jericho had Christian on Friday. That was a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, did I listen to anyone else? Oh, New Day Pod with the toys. The toys versus mode things. I like the tournament. I feel like there's a lot of toys that should have been there, but it is what it is. It's still funny conversation, and they just make me laugh. So
blame Doo-Doo Dan.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes. So Doo-Doo Dan. But that's it. That's all I've really listened to. But yeah, I listened to Paige on Renee Parquette. That was actually really good.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Oh, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was on Renee's podcast or sessions.
How many did she do last week? 3?
No, oh no. So I went back to listen to Bailey's. Bailey's was a
Oh,
couple of weeks
okay,
ago.
okay.
It was Paige and Sami Zayn this week.
Really? Wow.
Sami Zayn was actually really good. That was a really good conversation.
So
Definitely
that's the
listen to
second time he's been on there then.
that. On Renee Parquette's? No,
I feel
the
like-
first time. He was on the New Day pod.
Oh, he was on New Day. Okay. That's why it was recent. Okay.
He was on
gotcha.
New Day pod. I think he did Talks to Jericho twice.
Understood.
That's one of Jericho's favorite people to talk to, especially about music.
Oh, really? Did not know that. Okay.
Because he's a big rock, like old school rock and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, listen to those podcasts. That's about it. We're going to wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Listen to us on Spotify, on Red Cycling Link on Spotify. You could easily get any of all our other casts. We have the Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, the Oz Shell Shock, the Gamer Rage podcast, the Gets Better I Swear podcast every week, and the Wrestling Babble podcast every week on Spotify. So definitely that's the easiest way to get the podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Twitch TV, YouTube, and SoundCloud, all marked with the mic. Follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And make sure you check out that WordPress.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Follow all our other casts and everything like that. Always remember, follow the Yankees.
Because he's got WrestleMania caliber sandwiches. They're supposed to have all that. Take it.
Isn't that like a 6-foot sub?
No, that's like a 12, 24 foot. No, 12 foot. That's that office joint.
He's dragging that shit and eating it.
You know, he's got it perched on his shoulder. He knows he doesn't want to touch the ground. It's a perfect balancing act. You should see it.
I do want to see it. Peace out, laters, and enjoy this.